As the film begins, a few kids are shown at school and Ruby is among them, having a meal. Suddenly, a girl's eyes turn blue, she begins to shiver and then collapses and dies. No one understands what happened to her and everyone panics. Later, it's revealed that a virus is spreading among children. Scientists are trying to find a cure, but so far there isn't one. As time passes, 90% of children die after being infected by the virus. The scene then shifts to the American president, who reveals that his own son is also infected. All the scientists and doctors are working hard to find a cure, and the president expresses hope that his son and other children will recover. He urges people to report any infected child to the CDC, where scientists and doctors will treat them. Ruby is also among those infected by the virus. It was her birthday and her parents celebrated it happily, giving her presents. However, they were also deeply worried about her illness and feared it might harm her. That night, while everyone was asleep, Ruby came to her mother and sat beside her, holding her hand. Suddenly, her eyes turned orange and she ran away in a panic. The next morning, Ruby approached her mother again, but shockingly, her mother didn't recognize her. Ruby showed her a birthday gift and said, "You gave this to me last night. I'm your daughter." But her mother didn't believe her and thought she was a sick girl escaping from the authorities. So, she handed Ruby over to the CDC team who took her away. There were many other kids on the bus with Ruby who were also infected like her. They were taken to a secure facility in a convoy. Meanwhile, a boy began misbehaving with one of the guards and in response, the guards beat him severely. Ruby was frightened after witnessing this. Soon after, the kids were taken to the doctor for a medical checkup. When it was Ruby's turn, the doctor explained that the disease was actually a mutation in human genes, which caused children to develop special abilities. However, not all the powers were the same, each child had a different ability. Because of this, the children were classified by colors. Green were the most intelligent. Blue had the power of telekinesis, they could lift objects. Gold could control electricity. These three were considered the safe categories. Then there were red and orange, the most dangerous and rare categories. The doctor began Ruby's test and discovered that she was an orange. He prepared to kill her, lifting a syringe with the intention of ending her life. But just then, Ruby looked into his eyes and used her power to implant a thought in his mind, convincing him that she was green. Under her influence, the doctor cleared her as a green. This revealed that Ruby had the power to control minds and bend others to her will. After the checkup, the children were given uniforms based on their categories: green, blue, and gold. There were no red or orange uniforms because those children had already been eliminated. Now, Ruby had grown older with time and was living among the green kids. However, she struggled to complete the tasks that the intelligent kids could do easily, because she wasn't really green, she was orange. One day, a guard began to suspect Ruby, and suddenly, a strange sound was heard. Only the special children with powers could sense this sound. Ruby also heard it, but it was too overwhelming for her to handle and she fainted. She was taken to the medical room, where a doctor began examining her. While the checkup was ongoing, a guard entered and said the meeting time was over. Before leaving, the doctor quickly scribbled something on a piece of paper. After the guard left, Ruby read the note. It said, "They've discovered you're orange. If you want to survive, come to the next room, I'll be waiting for you there." Ruby quietly followed the instructions and went into the next room. The doctor managed to sneak her out and take her to a car, but a guard stopped them. Ruby used her powers to control his mind and made him open the gate for them. At last, she escaped with the doctor, and for the first time in years, Ruby saw the outside world. The doctor told her that there were hardly any children left outside. Most people had either left the cities or disappeared. Ruby expressed her desire to reunite with her parents, but the doctor warned her that doing so could be extremely dangerous. The doctor gives Ruby a GPS device and says, "Press this whenever you're in trouble, we'll be able to find you." She then tells her, "I'm taking you to a camp where there are many other kids like you whom we've managed to save." The doctor stops the car to meet her companion. Ruby shakes hands with the man, but suddenly becomes frightened. She sees flashes of his memories, where kids are running away from him in fear. Later, Ruby goes inside to change clothes and meets a gold girl. The girl gets scared at the sight of Ruby and attacks her with electric shocks using her powers, then runs away. Ruby chases after her, but the girl quickly gets into a car and shuts the door. Ruby calls out, "I need help." Hearing this, the girl opens the door, pulls Ruby inside and hides her. Inside the car were two other people, one of them named Liam and the other his friend. Ruby tells them, "I'm green and some people are chasing me." Hearing this, they agree to help her. Meanwhile, a team starts pursuing them. On the other side, the doctor and her companion are also chasing after them. During the chase, Liam, who is a blue, uses his telekinetic powers to damage the enemy cars, preventing them from continuing. They successfully escape. Later they stop at a quiet place. Liam's friend looks at Ruby and says, "If you're really green and not dangerous, then why are you running like this?" Ruby replies, "It's okay, if you want to help me I'm grateful. If not, I'll leave." But Liam stops her and says, "We're heading to a place where an orange boy lives. He saved kids like us and built the camp we're going to. There's no danger there. You can come with us if you want." Ruby agrees to go with them. On the way, Ruby asks Liam why he ran away from the base. He replies, "The government was conducting cruel experiments on us. They wanted to turn us into weapons, an army to use against their enemies. That's why I escaped." Meanwhile, back at the camp, the doctor who had falsely declared Ruby as green is captured. A masked girl appears and kills the doctor. Later that night, Ruby is shown sleeping. Her hand accidentally touches Liam's and she suddenly sees his memories, how he escaped from the base and tried to save other kids but failed. The next day, the gold girl gives Ruby one of her dresses. After wearing it, Ruby looks beautiful and Liam compliments her. While they talk, two suspicious men begin staring at them. Ruby senses the danger and uses her powers to control their minds, forcing them to back off. Later, they travel in a van while a recording of the president's son plays, saying, "If I can be treated, then why not you?" They stop at an abandoned mall to pick up supplies. Suddenly, they are attacked by a group of kids, who, like them, also have special powers. The gold girl uses her electric powers to stop the attackers. The kids warn them, "There might be trackers on you from the base. Because you escaped, they could find us too." That night they sit around talking. Liam brings up the orange boy. "I heard there's an orange kid who saved others like us and gave them shelter. We're looking for him. Do you know where he is?" But the other kids say, "His location is a secret. No one finds it that easily." Then Ruby uses her powers to control one of their minds and he reveals the address, but it's in a coded format. Liam's friend, who is a green and highly intelligent, begins decoding it with help from Ruby. Together they manage to figure it out and celebrate their success. Ruby was near her parents' house and desperately wanted to meet them. She finally decided to go see them. Her friends dropped her off nearby and she approached the house. But when she got close, Ruby hesitated. She feared her parents wouldn't recognize her, and that rejection would break her heart. So, she chose not to meet them and walked away crying in silence. On her way back, she reunited with Liam and was about to get into the van with him. Just then, a girl appeared, the same masked girl who had killed the doctor at the base. She had come to capture them. Before she could act, Ruby used her powers to control the girl's mind. She commanded, "Walk straight into the forest. Don't stop for anything, not for hunger, not for thirst. Just keep walking." Her friends were shocked by what they had just witnessed. They realized that Ruby had orange powers. Ruby turned to them and said, "Aren't you scared of me, knowing I'm orange?" But Liam gently replied, "There's nothing to be afraid of." She added, "I can't fully control my powers yet. If I touch someone unexpectedly, it could harm them, maybe even kill them." They continued on their journey. Along the way, a group of kids wearing army uniforms attacked them. But one of the kids recognized Liam and stopped the attack. Liam explained, "We just want to stay here, somewhere safe, away from all the chaos." The kids agreed and took them to meet the orange boy, who turned out to be the president's son. He was overjoyed to see Ruby and her friends. Then he revealed the truth: the president lied. I never recovered. They kept experimenting on me, trying different methods. When nothing worked, they created a camp and started keeping kids there, as test subjects. The orange boy says to Ruby, "Don't worry, I'll teach you how to use your powers." From that day, Ruby begins learning gradually under his guidance. One day, she feels sad and sits alone. The orange boy approaches her and says, "Only an orange can truly understand another orange's pain." He gently holds her hand, and at that moment, Liam sees them from a distance. As the orange boy holds her hand, he suddenly sees a glimpse of Ruby's past, specifically what happened 6 years ago. It reveals the tragic night when Ruby's powers first awakened. On her birthday, Ruby had gone to her mother and accidentally erased her memory just by touching her hand. That's why her parents forgot who she was. The orange boy is stunned. "Even I don't know how to do that," he says. "I don't have those powers. Will you teach me?" Ruby replies, "I don't even know how I did it, and because of that I lost my parents." Later, Ruby tries to talk to Liam, but he is visibly upset. "I know what's going on between you two," he says coldly. There's nothing like that, Ruby insists. And even if there was, we can't get close. I'm scared I'll do to you what I did to my parents. She walks away heartbroken. She then sits beside Liam's friend, who's by the shore of the lake. He quietly says, "This place, it feels just like the base. I don't think we're safe here either." On the other side, the orange boy was seen talking to someone on his laptop, discussing how many blues and oranges were currently out there. Just then Ruby walked in. He quickly closed his laptop as he noticed her. Ruby had come to ask for the laptop so her friend could contact his family. The orange boy, however, proposed a deal. "If you teach me how to erase people's memories while controlling their minds, I'll give you the laptop," he said. Ruby, hesitant but desperate, agreed. She began teaching him, demonstrating how to focus and control the mind. But when she opened her eyes, she found the orange boy misbehaving with her. Horrified, she punched him and ran outside in tears. Liam saw her and asked what had happened. She told him everything. Enraged, Liam stormed off, determined to confront the orange boy. But Ruby stopped him. "This isn't the time to fight," she said. "We're not safe here, we have to leave." That night, they tried to escape from the camp. But just as they were leaving, the camp's general showed up, followed by the orange boy. It was then they discovered the truth. The orange boy had been working with the base all along. The very base that wanted to create an army of kids with powers. He used his abilities to control Liam and brutally attacked him. But Ruby, summoning all her strength, managed to take control of the general's mind, and ended him right there. The golden girl also attacked them using her electric powers. In response, Ruby told her friends to leave while she stayed behind to confront the orange boy alone. She used her power to control his guards, forcing them to point their guns at him. But the orange boy regained control and turned the situation around, making the guards shoot each other, ending their lives. Ruby tried to control him, but it backfired. The boy overpowered her mind and said, "I'll take away all your sad memories. After that, we'll rule the world together." Just before he could completely control her, Ruby used her power to take control of a nearby helicopter and crashed it into him. Another helicopter attacked, dropping a bomb toward Ruby, but Liam's friend intervened and saved her, getting seriously injured in the process. Ruby was lost and didn't know what to do. Then she remembered the GPS the doctor had given her, the same doctor who helped her escape from the base. She pressed the button and soon the doctor arrived with her companion and rescued them. They were taken to a safe house. When Ruby woke up, the doctor told her that her friend was now in the hospital, recovering. Meanwhile, Liam expressed his desire to leave and said he didn't want to stay any longer. The doctor tried to reassure him, saying, "We're not your enemies. All we want is to expose the president, to reveal the truth about what he's doing to these kids. And we need your help to make that happen. You can be the leader and Liam will never leave you," the doctor said. Hearing this, Ruby went to Liam and met him one last time. With a heavy heart, she got close to him and erased all of his memories, so he could leave safely without any danger in his life. Liam's memories vanished. He looked around confused and asked the doctor, "Where am I?" She replied gently, "You're safe with us. You can leave if you want to." Liam quietly left and returned to his home, unaware of everything that had happened. Ruby was heartbroken, knowing he no longer remembered her. Meanwhile, the orange boy was revealed to still be alive. He now stood in front of an army, children under his control. But Ruby was ready. She was the only orange left who could stand against him. They were the only two with the power to control minds. And now they were prepared to face each other. This is where the movie ends.